What's up YouTube? ODST General back again, and today we are doing some more Stellaris. I kind of steered clear of this for a while because it didn't get a very good reception, but I want to go back at it again. We're going to try this again, now that I've got some actual species and stuff in here that we can actually look at. So we're going to be playing as the Covenant. We're going to be specifically playing as the Prophets, or the Sanshium. Now, if I did this correctly, we should see other Covenant member races, such as the Elites, the Grunts, Jackals, etc., spawning in, as well as hopefully the UNSC and for sure the Rebels. So let's see how this goes here. So basically, this is just like the generic filler stuff for the Sanshium. I haven't actually gone into like the text files to create bios for them or anything like that. This is basically just placeholders until Sins of the Prophets finalizes for this. So the first thing we want to work on, let's see here. Colony ship for sure. The Covenant's very warlike, but early on I think we're going to benefit the most from probably an engineering facility. And then yeah, we'll go with the physics lab. So let's see here. What first we gotta do is we've got to take our science ship and get him surveying other planets here. So right now we don't have good enough radar technology or sensor range, whatever you want to call it, to see what's around us, habitable planet-wise. So we're just going to kind of go out in a circle like this and hit up every few planets. And if we see something that can be, you know, colonized or whatever, we'll stop him and move in on that. So I think normally when I play Stellaris, I play at like the 3rd speed. It's just so I can get through the technologies and stuff faster. We'll probably play this a lot slower. So you guys won't see a huge amount of different ships in this playthrough. It'll probably be a while before you start seeing different advanced ships. The Covenant's pretty much totally fleshed out ship-wise, though, thanks to Sins of the Prophets. As you can see, they've got the Corvettes and stuff. I think a couple of models are probably placeholders, so like the construction ship and the science ship are both the same. You know, this sounds a tad bit loud. Let me just turn this down some, guys. It doesn't bother me when I'm playing by myself, but when I'm trying to like talk, and I know I'm probably fighting with the volume there, so let's go ahead and just shut that down like that. In the meantime, while he's starting to survey the planet, we can actually send out our military fleet, our sector defense fleet, or whatever you want to call it. They call it the First Star Fleet in here. It's a pretty gay name. We'll call it something better here as soon as we get going, like Fleet of Particular Justice or something like that. But we'll get them out and going here. Oh, I paused my game. I hope you guys all had a happy Thanksgiving. Obviously, being a retail worker, I was doing Black Friday, but I did get my new RAM today. I also got a couple of games pretty cheap at Black Friday for the Xbox One, so that's pretty cool. Ah, they take so long to jump. You know, we might as well rename them now. Hopefully I'm spelling this correctly. It's late. It's my excuse. And just because we don't really have anybody we're fighting yet, rebels or anything like that, no pirates, anything, we're not going to bother with a commander for it. So we've got our first habitable planet there, so what we're going to actually do is we're going to... Oh, my intel's high for that one. This one's already scanned, is that right? It says it's not been surveyed. Alright, so that's red. I don't know if that's because there was like an enemy or something there, or if that's part of another empire. I don't think it's part of another empire. And we could really run into anything first. We could run into another advanced civilization. We could run into, you know, non-sentient spacefaring beings. Anything, really. That's the thing I love about Stellaris, is that there's so many sci-fi, like, tropes or just whatever you want to call it. But there's all these things from different sci-fi. So they have, like, species like the Forerunner that are alive. My other game, my test game of the Prophets here, we had a species, and they're like, well, we're going to gift you these ships. And, like, it doubled my fleet strength with just, like, 3 extra ships. And then they're like, well, we want to catalog your species, you know, so we're going to take part of your population and just create basically a duplicate of your world for them to live on. I just think that's pretty neat, you know. It's a lot of stuff from, you know, Star Trek, Halo, you know, other similar stuff. I know there's some Mass Effect species, but I don't know if they're doing a total Mass Effect conversion or not, because that would fit really well in this. I know Star Trek's got its ones, Halo, obviously. I've seen a number of individual Star Wars mods, the biggest one being the, you know, the Imperial ships and stuff like that, but I don't think they're doing a total conversion, except for the Old Republic. That they're doing a total conversion for. Or an add-on, I should say. Nobody just doing a total conversion for Stellaris just because, you know, the whole idea of, like, exploration aliens, you don't really need to. The only one that might need to worry about it some would be, you know, the Halo mod, just where it's only the UNSC and the Covenant. But, he's sure going slow here, isn't he? Well, you know what? Let's
updated.
Ooh, that's a very large pirate fleet. That is something that we don't want there. Okay, well, let's see what we can find out about them. Let's do some research. It's going to take us a while, though. And like I was starting to do, we're going to go to the surface and just see what we've got going for production on various things. So the thing we're going to want to probably put into here is we're going to want to build electrical stuff so that we can start having plenty of electricity for buildings that we're going to be, you know, creating orbital stations, things like that for mining actual resources. Make sure that we're good on food here. So, one of the downsides to playing as the Prophets is they're physically weak. So we actually lose money on minerals and stuff because they're not very good at mining it. It's not their strong suit. You know, and that's fine, I guess, right? The whole idea is that we'll be able to get the Covenant. We'll have other aliens on our world that are strong, you know, strongly suited to it, so we can get like brutes or hunters or something that do like the mineral mining for us. Alright, well those 2 buildings are being created. Let's get you over here and let's get you started on these 2. So good looking. Let's see here. Was it Control F9? Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that, guys. They're just sitting in there with that alien fleet here. How's research going on that? Still got another 8 months to go. Oh gosh, this is so hard playing on the slower ones. Yeah, I was going to originally do an emergency 4 video for this. And none of the sound recorded for some reason. It was enabled. Should have been recording. I haven't changed any of the sound settings, but it didn't record. Who knows? But since we are playing a space game, with my new RAM, I can now play Star Citizen again. I'm not sure if I can record and play it, but if I can, would you guys like to see some videos of that? Obviously, there's a lot of people out there who already do Star Citizen, but obviously, you know, I'm my own YouTuber, whatever you want to say.
Anomaly found.
Oh, let's just leave that be for right now. I can't risk you on a 50%. Once you gain some more experience, we'll come back to it and we'll take a look at it again. It's not going anywhere. I don't think. I didn't read what it was.
Situation log updated.
Another hostile fleet. So these are like the mining drones or whatever. Substantially weaker than, you know, the other ones, those pirates on the other side. Less worried about them.
Construction complete.
A lot of red here. Yeah, this is an alien species.
Situation log updated.
Well, let's get into their system, see if we can see what kind of ships they are. Maybe we can, it'll kind of clue us into who they are. I can't afford to research them. I need to get colonies going so I can get in here and start capturing other worlds. Obviously, they've already got control of these 3 planets plus whatever else we can't see. So, it's a Covenant species. I don't know which one, though. That's... because there's a few, and even though they're not starting off as the Covenant, I gave them Covenant ships just because I really don't know what the design aesthetics for most of their own are. It could potentially be the Elites or the
System survey
the Brutes,
complete.
maybe. I think the only ones I gave their own ships to were like the Jackals and maybe the Engineers or something. I can't remember. But with knowing that is a Covenant species, it is going to be our goal to get them into the Covenant here. Actually, knowing that, I should know what the sun is because I named all these planets. Dosaic, or Doisac. So that's actually the Brutes. This is the Brutes right here. Okay, well, we can't have you just, like, not doing stuff, so you need to get back out there. That's my fault.
Special project complete.
Okay, so what it's just saying is that the guys over here, they're space pirates, like we figured. I mean, you know, we saw the ship designs. That's not really a surprise. I've never bothered to research them before, though, so I was just kind of interested to see what that would say. We should research the Brutes, just because we get a bonus from it. We get influence and stuff, but here's the thing, and here's why I'm not going to do that. I need the ability to colonize another world, especially with the Brutes being right there. The Brutes are going to be aggressive. They're going to fight us. That's almost certain. You know, obviously we want them to be part of the Covenant. We're going to do our best to make sure they get in there, but until that point, we have to be prepared to be able to stop them from advancing and, you know, basically overwhelm them to bring them into the Covenant. And I haven't done a whole lot of playing since Leviathans came out just because of time. But I think the new thing with... Ooh,
Construction complete.
But those are... I'm not sure. But anyways, like I was saying, I think now, like, in order to be part of an alliance, you actually have to research, like, the capability to join an alliance or something silly like that. So, let's see here. We really don't have a lot of minerals going for us. This kind of sucks. Our home system's only got 2 freaking mining places. This is just kind of a really bad start for us. This system's a little bit richer, but not by much.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Well, Fleet of Particular Justice is about to get wiped out. Yeah, we just lost the fleet. Well, that stinks. And we really don't have the resources to go building another one right now. So is this the planet with the proto-civilization? It is.
Complete.
We've got another unidentified empire here. Let's do this. I think these are probably going to be random aliens just because I don't remember that system name. Of course, this could be one I just, like, didn't pick a name for or something. Actually, you know what? This one I don't even need to wait for the colonization to be able to do this. I just got to get in here and do it right away. Need to get our resources up though, because it'll take us forever to get the mining stuff here. We're receiving transmission from the brutes. Oh, you guys are so pretty. Yeah, it kind of stinks though, because all the Covenant portraits are all very stationary. They don't feel like Stellaris portraits. You know, I wish they were more like the vanilla ones, just so they blended in better with the aliens that exist already. You know, and with any other aliens we encounter, because there's still the vanilla ones and stuff like that. Normally I'd say let's research it, but not right now. Habitable worlds. You know what, yeah, let's do that one actually. I don't desperately need influence right now. So we'll play the long game. Yeah, take a quick drink of water, guys.
Updated.
I do apologize about that. I'm just think I'm starting to get cold thanks to all my sick coworkers, so throat's getting a little bit raspy and dry. So this is some form of vanilla species, but I don't know which one it is. At least I think it is. You know what? I did tell a couple of them to pick ships that I wasn't super familiar with, so it could still, I guess, potentially be one of the created species I made, but I don't think it is. We'll find out, though. So the brutes currently control 2 planets. They don't like us at all. What if we give you star charts? No. Active sensor link? No. There's nothing that they really want from us that... Are they... They're rival to us. That's not good. Well, like I said, that was a concern. It's more so because we could go to war with them anytime. Oh, great. I gotta get that planet built. And I'd like to get a research outpost over this planet at some point here, just so that if we can elevate the primitives there and create a species that's loyal to us. But we'll play it by ear. How's research going here? Still, everything's a long ways off. Oh, gosh. Okay, this isn't a great start for us already. My last one had a really solid start. Good resources, a lot of habitable worlds really close by and everything. You know what? Let's do this though. We don't need the food right away. We still have enough until the next person appears.
Complete.
I'd rather get this going, and then we'll build a basic science lab in a minute as soon as we get up to the 60 here. Try and speed up our research some. So that's just going to be another, like, 2 minutes before we can do that. I think it's every minute this goes through. It's every minute or every 30 seconds. I can't remember which. Beyond that, probably the next thing we want to do is, of course, build hydroponics area so that we can grow more food here. Obviously, getting the fleet back up and going, that's high on our agenda list, probably even before the food, really. Really do like all this Covenant stuff. The way it glows in game just looks so fantastic. I know a lot of these are the same models and stuff from Stellaris, but just in this newer game engine and stuff, it really brings them to life. Something about it just seems so much better. I say it's Stellaris or Sins, whatever. You know what I meant. Alright, come on. Let's have something happen here that's not the brutes attacking me. Have something good happen. Let's clarify that. So I think, actually, you know, I'm making the mistake. I'm still pushing down into these guys' territory. We need to swing him back up in the other way around. I just want information on these guys, if I can get it. Okay, so we can go back here, go to the surface. That'll speed up research a little bit here once that's completed. Not a huge amount, but every little bit helps, you know, especially once we're able to colonize worlds, things will go a lot better for us. I don't know, I'm just concerned because of their border range. Their border is freaking massive for only having 2 planets. But, you know, it's all based off your species and your government and your research. There's a lot of factors that go into it. They actually like us less than the last time I checked. What if I do this? What if I transfer you one? I need this a lot, but let's do this. Let's try to make things a little bit better between us. I'm going to send you one every month. Just one.
Construction complete.
I need to try and stave off any sort of potential attack that could happen against us. That's a big concern. I'm not going to bother with that. The extra research would be nice, but
System survey complete.
you know, ultimately it's a moot point because once I get a colony ship, I get that anyways, so that 90 could go into building a new ship or something for the fleet, which actually I think as well our next thing will be here as soon as we get some money. So we're going to go ahead and build another Corvette. Actually, I've got enough now. That's only 63. These Corvettes are really weak. Is there anything we can do to buff these guys up at all? I don't think I have anything that can be used. Well, you know, because I didn't have any research done. It's just wishful thinking is what it comes down to.
Construction complete.
Alright, you know, this is one of those videos where I'm very quiet during because there's not a lot going on, not a lot for me to talk about. But at the same time, I'm very interested in what's this, like, loud and nothing. I'll be honest, I've stayed up a lot of late nights playing Stellaris. I know that this is probably not the most exciting game for you guys. It's looking at colored blobs, but for me, this is like SimCity for other people. You know, I stay up until 6, 7, 8 in the morning sometimes playing this, just getting really into it. This is a really rough start. I don't like this at all. I think he's only scanned this planet so far. Yeah, he's only scanned the one with the satellite, or with the ring here. Satellite. Well, the rocks are a satellite to the planetary body, I guess. It's not technically inaccurate. I don't even want to name you right now. We got that going. Can't upgrade that. Can't upgrade anything right now, but we're gonna have to start looking at putting stuff in these other empty spots here or something, because we're gonna have people start spawning in there, and then they'll be out of work and become unhappy. So instead of doing that, what if we maybe just clear that out as soon as we get the money for it? 56, yeah. I don't know, there's no rush. One or the other, there's, you know, positive traits and there's negative traits. If you guys are familiar with Stellaris, you understand how the traits and stuff work, how you basically have to balance points, and it's kind of like Oblivion or something, where you can have like negative traits and stuff that will give you points back, and you can only pick so many, so you can't pick like all negatives or all positives or something. But you know, we've got the prophets, and they're, you know, they're slow breeders. Oh, it actually says right here they're weak, but they're venerable. they're natural sociologists, but they're also non-adaptive. So they don't breed very fast. They're physically weak, and they don't adapt to new environments very well, which is kind of sort of accurate to the lore. I mean, obviously the whole big thing with the Covenant, the High Charity, is, you know, a moving city, but you know, they've basically lived on High Charity since leaving their planet. They're obviously natural sociologists. You know, a lot of sweet talkers in the prophets and stuff, you know. And I tried to model each Covenant species as closely as I could to how they are in the books and in the lore. Obviously, there's certain limitations and things like that, so I'm not sure how well that's actually going to work out.
System survey complete.
Alright, let's see what we got in that new system here. Chew. Please tell me that's freaking garbage. Okay. We need... We're probably going to have to expand out this way, so move over here. Alright, get over here, do this. Really quick, let's take a look at the brutes. So we're down to 116 with them. So I think that deal took off, what was it, 27? So, and we were at like 140, 30. Yeah, okay, yeah. So it's probably about the same. Maybe we might be actually a little bit better with them. They are superior to us. Their naval capacity and their fleet power is equivalent, but they've somehow become better technologically to us. I mean, that's just, you know, random chance of Stellaris, I guess. It's one of those things. Let's do that again. We'll send him some more. We'll send him 2 now. Brings it to negative 91. We're, you know, we are the prophets. We're sweet talkers. You know, hey, we'll give you this in exchange. You know, you can be our buddies. You know, if we have to go to a war, we will. I mean, you know, the prophets fought the elites. They fought against the forerunners at one point. I mean, they don't look like it, but the prophets, you know, are in a way fighters. They're just heavily reliant on technology. It's occurred to me that my phone's just sitting out and it could go off at any second if I don't move it. All of our researchers have leveled up, which should help us in our research a little bit. Get a little bit of a bonus here. So we get +4 bonus on their levels. Plus he gets an extra +5 because he's maniacal, so he gets +5 research speed. And that's something we gotta look at too, is we gotta look at what they're strong at. So he's good at researching military technology. He's good at industrial technology. And actually what I should do is trade these 2. The reason I did that is because obviously now he's getting 14% instead of 9%, and he's getting 9 instead of 4 now. I mean, so that's something you gotta kind of look out for too, because that would have sped things up a lot faster in the first place had I caught that. It's too late now, though. At least we caught it before it was finalized. So we're running out of options planets-wise here. So let's just go ahead. We'll bring our guy back in. We're just going to research or survey these planets in this area here, closest to us. The ones that we're most likely to take if our borders expand. You know what, let's do this actually. Let's start with this system, and then we'll bring you up here for these. I mean, obviously we found a species on this planet where we can't inhabit this planet, but they can. But, you know, this potentially inhabitable world could be something we could use later on, or it could have, you know, another species on it that's a little bit closer to us that could potentially use our planets later on. We'll have to see how that goes. It's down to 42%, but it's still a little bit of a wait here. It's still a bit high for me.
Construction
We've
complete.
got plenty of time to research it. He's only 44. In my other one, I had played through, the profits were up in like their 120s and they were not dying yet, so no rush.
Research complete.
Alright, first completed research. Awesome. This is a tough one. Obviously, this one's big, and I don't want to avoid researching it because we could use the Corvettes, but right now I don't think we could really make use of that. So let's go ahead. Research this because it goes to his bonus, so we get that plus 14, and we can get mining network too, which is a big thing slowing us down is our minerals right now. So another 2 months we'll have our physics lab. That will be nice. Well, that's not nice. Yeah, they're not interested in star charts. They don't care about our active sensor link still.
Complete.
They'll take our money. Things start going sour with them again, we'll definitely go to pay them off again, but I'd like to avoid that. I'd like to keep some of my money if possible. Believe it or not. Okay, so we can research an upgrade on this for the engineering facility. I don't want to do that just because I want to build to the benefit of this and get, you know, that potentially a little bit extra I could out of that, that 1 or 2 extra, you know, society or research. Okay, see, and that's my point right there. Talking about those primitive species, so we just researched this. We've got primitive species on both these planets. So we could potentially use those guys to our advantage a little bit later on here. Let's go with the power plant. 55 months, 50 months. And we're almost ready to the colony ships. Colony ships are kind of expensive, so I'm going to save up money here for a minute so we can get that colony ship up and out when that's finished researching, hopefully. We'll probably have piracy soon here, but we'll see, because we've got pirates here, and we've got the AI mining drones here and here. But right now, with these guys both being in the Stone Age, it's not really worth doing anything to them. You know, as things advanced here with them, we'll look at, you know, elevating them if possible. I think with my doctrine as it currently sits, I can't do that right offhand. I always forget where this is. Let's see here. Yeah, native enlightenment's allowed. So we'd have to change that to unrestricted. But I think we're xenophile, so that's preventing us from doing anything more than active study. So this is kind of a tough choice here. Let me think about this. Oh, they finally reached out to us. That took them forever. Let's see what they had. Oh. Yeah. Imperialists. Xenophobes and fanatic individualists. So they're not going to be happy campers. So they don't like us. So that's another hostile species bias. They're xenophobes and they're individualists, which means they're not gonna like the Covenant. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, on the bright side, they're small. They've not taken advantage of everything in their system yet, and they've got those, the weaker alien mining ones in their system. So I'll slow them down some here, but it's basically these two I'm going between. The monthly influence of +1's kind of nice. Propaganda broadcast will be nice later on down the road once we get more Covenant in and there starts divergence then. Right now with the just the profits, I don't think that's going to be an issue. We get 20% border range. I think we get those planets. So let's do that. That +1 influence would be nice for the long run. Like I said, I didn't go for the 20 straight up just because they really didn't have any big benefit for me, but the long run, that +1 would actually help a lot more than that 20 straight up did. So I got one more planet and then he jumps off and he starts going off to the next world here. Let's see.
System survey
So it's
complete.
350 for a colony ship, so he's still got a long ways to go here. And yet they hate us less than the brutes. So their fleet power is superior. Capacity and technology is equivalent, though. Oh, the brutes have stopped us from getting into their borders. I didn't see that they had put one on us, too. All this research is taking forever. This is all years. Like 4 years. That one's like, what, 9 years? Almost a decade. Yeah, it was closer to 8, I guess. Brute science ship. I'm gonna leave my space open to the brutes, just because I don't want to make them any more angry than they are at us. Oh, hello. So what kind of terrain is your planet? That's right, they're the same terrain as us, so I gotta try and scoop up this planet here. This one's in my borders, so I'm not so worried about that one. This one, a little bit more so. I know the extended borders should claim that for us, but I don't want to take that chance. Besides, if the extended border helps out, with an extra planet here, we should be able to scoop up probably these 3 for sure, maybe that one even. Oh no, that one's kind of far out, but I think we could probably get it. Alright, almost there. Almost there. So is the habitable... Okay, so you scanned that already, right? High gravity, build cost plus 10. That's not such a big deal. It's kind of stings, but it's not terrible. Nothing special about that world. I considered building, just for a moment, Frontier Outpost. I decided against it. We've got another alien species coming in here. They're heading right for Janger Quam. Let's see if they're...
Situation log updated.
Okay, so they're just non-sentient beings. Nothing we have to worry about. If we're going to be expanding, so I want to try and bring them down a little bit more, make them a little bit less hostile towards us. I wonder, when does this say when this expires? It does, if I go back. So, still a long ways before any of those end, but that's fine. It's only 3. I know we're not making much now, but we're going to expand out. We'll get another 2 here, plus whatever we get from the planet itself. Oh, what are you guys up to? Investor. Alright, what's my leader's traits? I don't even know. Expansionist. And he lives an extra 25 years. Expansionist is not helping us much right now. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Alright, 2.5 minutes. It's 2.5 minutes of waiting because there's nothing else I can do. Yeah, well, you know what? That's not true. There's something else I can do. I can queue up some more Corvettes. So as you can see, we've now got our first population starting to appear in a sector in which there's no jobs. It's just, you know, barren land. So we're going to start clearing out one of the engineering spaces, which we can then build another basic science lab and then the engineering lab on top of that. Start getting some specialized labs going here. We've got about 10 minutes left in the video, guys. 9-10 minutes, somewhere in there. So we'll probably take this planet, and then we'll probably end the video pretty quick after that. It's been a slow video. Hopefully it'll start to pick up once we expand out. I have a feeling the brutes aren't going to like us expanding to a new world. But that's why we've been buttering them up. It's trying to make them a little bit happier to us, and then once we get a force big enough, we can hopefully get in there and kick their butts. That's not going to be an easy task, though, to be sure. They've got a lot of space to cover, so we'll see what happens. The nice thing about having the brutes, though, is, like I said, they use continental planets, too, so once we do bring the brutes into the Covenant one way or another, either through, you know, fighting or through diplomacy, you know, they're going to be able to habitate our planets, that we'll be able to use them, like I said, for, you know, mineral mining and things like that, the heavy labor. So our colony ship's almost done, so we're going to bring over the fleet as soon as that spawns. Another one? Holy cow. So this will be the Fleet of Retribution. Let's see here. Let's recruit you guys in Admiral. I think we're gonna do this one. So right now they're a defense fleet. But that last fight, you know, they could have at least maybe taken out a couple ships had they been able to survive a little bit longer. Even one or two ships, that would have been pretty awesome. How do I take the rally point? Right here. Lose a little bit of electricity early on. So obviously the big thing for this system will be that we're going to get a lot of power from this planet. So we'll probably have a power hub or two on this planet just to get a lot of juice out of it. Psionics, huh? It's interesting for a brute. That's something you might peg them for.
System survey complete.
So I have to wait. Too far away. Okay. Yeah. One of my favorite Covenant ships designs. A lot of people don't like this. This is the agricultural ship, or at least a modified version of it. I always thought this was a pretty cool ship. So he's getting there. He's getting ready to colonize the planet here. So we were expecting that. Oh, gosh, I wasn't expecting that. Well, what can we do to make this better? Let's do this. Let's give them another 2. Try and cool them down some. So we're almost back to where we started. A little bit under where we started. That kind of sucks. I was hoping to make them our ally. It's fine, though. Maybe if I brought them up beforehand, you know, to a friendly status, things would have been different. But, I don't know. I've never tried that before. So, we've also got primitive aliens on this one here, so... some sort of avian species here. Oh, so the grunts are reaching out to us. Minions of the wise deacon. So it sounds like the grunts are a little bit friendlier with us. Nope, the grunts are negative 42. And the grunts are superior to us as well. What is going on here? Is this like Bizarro Halo world? So where are the grunts? They're over here on the other side. Okay, you know what? I can go with the grunts having a large space area, I guess, because even though I don't think they had ships in the lore before the Covenant, they bred like rabbits. I don't know. Maybe they're like launching with giant slingshots. Oh, that sucks. So this is done at 35%. Let's have him go ahead and head down that way. I think he's just going straight down there, but then he'll come back up and finish, it looks like. And guys, we're at 59 minutes right now, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. So how far away is this colony from actually being, like, completed? That's not what I want to see. 2209. So it actually won't be completed until next year, so it's still a little ways off in the time we're playing here. So just, if you guys kind of zoned out there for a little while because it is a slow game or something, just a quick summary of everything that happened. We met the brutes, they hate us. We met the Hey Saka Kaka Kaka? I don't know. They hate us. And we met the grunts, and they are the biggest, and they hate us, and somehow they're more advanced than everybody. Go figure that one out. What we do have going for us is we just colonized our first planet. We've got a second one that's ready to be colonized as soon as we can get another ship up and going. We've got one planet that's now within our borders that's got an extra 4 resources to make up for all the stuff we're giving the brutes, plus the 2 on this planet. Plus, we'll be getting these planets. Let's see here. That one's... Is that within the border? So that's outside the border. This one's in the border. Hopefully both of those will be within the border within the next few years here as we... or like next 6 years as we gain our plus 20% border range. Now, the other, I don't know, I think that's really the only good thing we have going for us.
Construction complete.
Losing energy, but that's fine. That will balance out once this planet's actually fully colonized. We lose energy on the colony ship and, you know, the uncolonized planet, so it's all good. We're going to go ahead and get another Corvette. We need to build our fleet. We need our fleet to be much, 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 much bigger. And let's just take a quick look at where we're at with everybody. So the grunts are overwhelming. They have a superior fleet. Their naval capacity just went from equivalent to superior right before my eyes. And they have superior technology. Brutes. Equivalent, and superior. And finally, superior fleet, equivalent. We've been falling behind. I don't know how these other guys are starting to like get a superior fleet. I don't know if that's all they're doing is they're just building up a fleet. Being xenophobes and individualists, they don't really seem to care about expanding. It's either a lack of caring or they just can't. They, like I said, they're blocked off by guys right here. Grunts are on that side. I'm on this side. And I don't know what kind of planet they have.
Construction complete.
So that's an Arctic world they're on. That's a tundra. So that one's, or no, this one's alpine. So it's a little bit more sustainable to them, but it's not quite perfect for them. Before we wrap up, let's just, you know, let's wait for that research project that we've been waiting for since the very beginning, pretty much. Mincher just came into our border, so that's kind of nice. So that big research project we've been waiting on came up without anything. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and save it, guys, and we'll end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Complete.
I probably will be doing some more of this here just because I've been having fun getting back into it, and I like the idea of the Covenant because we can have all the Covenants separate and actually try to bring together the Covenant and then find humanity and crush them.
Colony
We'll see how that goes. Oh, and hey,
complete.
you know, actually you did get to see the founding of the colony. What do you know? And everything happens like right as we end the video. So really quick, let's decide here. Ion thrusters would be fantastic. We've got bonus to that, though. Mineral silo. That's a tough call. That is a tough call. You know, let's do this. We're going to do this. We're going to change around people again. So that brings this one down 13 months for the power plants. It's another, like, oh, not quite 6 years, but pretty close. For the ion thrusters. The ion thrusters will be nice. We need to upgrade our fleet, and that'll make them a little bit quicker. Money-wise, let's do this, I guess. A lot of power from this world, but we're going to go for the food first, which he's already doing by himself. That works for me. So it's a tropical world. Oh, you know what? I lied. I said that we were on a continental world. I forgot. We're on tropical. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, though. I will see you for the next one. Take it easy.